Have you ever felt like you're at this soul-crushing job? You ask yourself, why am I doing this? I think we've all been there, right? Myself, And well, one idea is to find your passion and get paid for that. And one idea is a nonprofit. And I think going forward in the future, this is going to be a big thing because of AI. AI is going to displace a lot of workers, and people got to figure out, why they're waking up in the morning and what they want to do. And if you can get paid, that's a bonus. That's a good thing. And this reminds me of this term called ikigayu. I think I might not even said that right, but it's a Japanese term. I read this book a while ago for retired people, and a reason for being and finding your passion, because some people that are retired, they have real issues. They just feel like why am I waking up in the morning? And that's a big thing, And this is a great thing. It's a Japanese term. If you look at this chart, it's like what you love, your passion and joy, and what you're good at, what the world needs, and it kind of goes into deeper. Maybe you like what you do, but you're not getting paid for it, or maybe you get paid a lot of money, but you don't. It's soul crushing. You're like, why am I doing this? So this is a wonderful chart here, okay? And it's something we all have to think about. Even myself, I think about it all the time, and direction in your life, stuff like that. So what's the difference between a nonprofit and a company? A company exists to make money, and a nonprofit is more about the mission. If it aligns with your mission, boom, right? So here are some examples, like poverty, right? Medical, climate, education, helping animals, kids, stuff like that. And some of the pros is, it could be flexible, higher job satisfaction, you really enjoy it, you get that flow going, and the whole world disappears, and at the end of the day, you feel great about yourself. You work with people who share your values. The cons, you can make less money. That's real. You might have to wear a few hats, and it can be draining dealing with some social issues if that is part of your gig. All right. So the $1,000,000 question is, how the heck do you identify your passion in life? And this is not easy, and this changes, as we go on and as we age and stuff like that. But here are just some ideas. One is audit your reactions. So when you view the news on topics, how's it hitting you emotionally? Is plastic in the oceans, or kids with disabilities, or maybe some puppies, right? Something like that. Does it trigger? Monitor your emotions and how you react to it. What topics trigger a heated discussion? That's amazing. That could be your passion. Yeah, you're like, well, I'm into it, right? Don't get me started in politics, because I've gotten some passionate topics on that puppy. It's all kind of frustrating. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do about it? Not going down that route. So reflect on your own experiences, right? Maybe you faced poverty growing up. That could be something right there, or social injustices. I lived in a few other foreign countries, and I was picked on brutally. Oh man, it was brutal. Some of these countries, I'm not going to name anything like that, but I definitely faced prejudice and unfairness, and racism. That's out there. It's real. So life isn't fair. I mean, that's just real talk right there. So your own experiences kind of can guide you in finding that passion. Another thing to think about is going big or small. You could work for a small local thing or a big national thing, a nonprofit. Something to look at. The next step is look for opportunities and gigs. For a nonprofit, if it's a remote work, I think that's way better. I mean, remote work is amazing because you save gas and time on commuting, and you save time. It opens up more doors, more flexibility, and just a lot of other little things that you take for granted, like going grocery shopping in the middle of the day, or being here for somebody who needs repair, or if you have kids or animals, it helps. All right, moving on. You want to optimize your resume, right? Here's the thing. I mean, A lot of companies are using like AI and software to actually filter out resumes. So if your resume doesn't have a few keywords in that puppy, it may not even get seen. It just may be thrown in that garbage can like that. I'm going to go on a little bit tangent, but these keywords are actually have to do with a lot of things. Like if you want to write an Amazon Kindle book, it's all about keywords. If you don't have the right keywords, it may not get found. You might not even write the thing. Same thing with this blog post, it's all about keywords. YouTube's a little different like that too. So that's real. All right, moving on. Yeah, the cover letter. I think this is the fun part, get your foot in the door, right? You want to explain the why, why, their mission aligns with you. And the why is way more powerful and important than the how. We all can learn the how if we want, but the why that's everything. And some people struggle with remote work and they just disappear. There's a lot of distractions. And that's true, and explain how you're disciplined and self-starter. You don't need somebody, telling you what to do because nobody wants to tell people what to do. So being disciplined and a self-starter, it's such a great skill set nowadays that I think it's one of the most important things to do. And I'll go on a little bit of a tangent here, but motivation does not work. What does work is systems. You come up with a system and you follow that puppy, whether you want to or you're not. You're sick, you follow the system within reason, and you don't deviate, and you also got scheduled time for time off too. That's what you do. All right. Next up is the interview. Yeah, you got your foot in the door. You got the the interview, and a great little tip on this is research a recent success story on that nonprofit and talk about how your skills would have supported that story. That's an amazing idea. It's your idea to sell yourself. And another really cool little side thing here is volunteerism, because it shows you're passionate about that cause, and it's a tangible track record, right? And another amazing thing is networking. You can hear about internal jobs before they pop off, and if you work with other people like leaders and team members, they can endorse you, and seeing your work firsthand, that's way more powerful and impactful than a cold piece of paper where it just says a bunch of stuff and everybody just lies on their resume anyways, right? So that's a powerful thing right there. Another really outside the box thinking here is freelancing, like affiliate marketing, for example. And what's so cool about affiliate marketing is it's in so many niches out there. So you could make your impact on the world, research topics that you're passionate about, talk about things you're passionate about, and you can get paid as well, and you could do it around your schedule. So if you're in a soul-crushing job, and because I used to move boxes, I had to do to pay the bills and stuff. I'm like, man, do that too much, the brain goes gone. But you could do it, in the evenings a little bit here and there, and make money, have fun. And there's so many different business models with affiliate marketing, and in so many niches. It's an amazing thing nowadays. And I think AI just improves a lot. It just opens so many doors, like that SEO bullshit. I mean, AI, boom, helps. But anyways, I hope this video might have been helpful. If you want more, I'll put a link to a video on about 10 steps to find the right work from home gig. So I kind of explains a little bit simpler for you. I'll put that on the screen and down in the description as well. You can click on it, you can check it out. So I hope this might have been a little helpful. I don't know. I tried. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You take care. Bye.